Hey guys, and welcome to another video. In this video, I am here to do a separate TBR video for the Readathon Scoobydooathon that is hosted by my friend Ashley with Ashley's Media Addiction. And I'm going to go over the prompts and kind of like what I would like to read for the Readathon. Now this will probably change throughout the month because since I am a mood reader, I may will pick and choose what exactly I read. So if books for my tarot TBR happen to fit these prompts before I get to these books that I picked for each prompt, then I'll replace them with those. But this is just kind of my going forward, giving me an idea if I don't know what exactly I would like to read for it. At least it gives me an option for those prompts. So I'll go over each prompt and the book that I have picked. I have my reading journal here. The first prompt is What a Night for a Night, a book set in England. And I chose Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. This is obviously supposed to be a retelling of Hamlet from what I believe. I don't know really much of anything about it other than that. I am interested in reading it because I am a fan of Shakespeare's work. I haven't read a whole lot of prompts by him or plays by him, but I'm excited to see how this author handled retelling Hamlet. The second prompt is A Clue for Scooby-Doo, a book set at sea, and I picked an obvious classic for this, Moby Dick by Herman Melville. This was one book that we didn't have to read at my school for any of my English classes, surprisingly. But I am interested in at least trying to find maybe an abridged version of the book, so we'll see. Next is Hassle in the Castle, a book set on an island. And I chose In There Was None by Agatha Christie. I have yet to read any Agatha Christie books, so I am interested in checking her work out to see if it fits my reading taste. Mind Your Own Business, a book featuring Ghost. I chose A Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Braxton, another kind of classic I have yet to read, so I'm pretty interested and reading that. A Decoy for Dog Napper, a book featuring a dog. I would like to reread Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas by this, because I haven't completed the Throne of Glass series, and it's been a while since I had last read I think it was Queen of Shadows, so I need to kind of refresh my memory, so it's better to start from the beginning to reread. What the Hex is Going On, a book featuring an older character. I have been interested in reading this book, Deacon King Kong by James McBride, I've been interested in it since it's really came out. I had it on hold at my library a couple of times, just haven't gotten around to it. So I am interested in trying to pick it up for this readathon. Never Ape on Ape Man, a horror book. I have a copy of Carrie by Stephen King. I would like to give Stephen King another try. I read The Shining earlier this year and didn't really care for it all too much, so I would like to try to give him another try. Foul Play in the Funland, a book featuring robots. I like to continue reading the Luna Chronicles series, so I would like to get to Scarlet by Melissa Meyer, and with it being the main character being part cyborg, I thought it was fitting for this prompt. The Backstage Rage, a book featuring music. I chose Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. A lot of these prompts, I'm not too sure how much of the things that are featured is prominent in these books, because I just ran it through Google, and this is mostly what Google recommends. So, and I've been wanting to read Station 11 for quite a bit now. So I believe now is the best time to read it for this readathon. Bedlam in the Big Top, a book set in the circus. I chose Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I heard a lot about this book as well. I don't know, I just heard a lot of rave reviews about it, not so much about what it could be other than it being slight a circusy theme. So I'm interested in reading that. A Gaggle of Galloping Ghost, a book featuring a werewolf, vampire, or Frankenstein's monster. And I have another Stephen King book on here for Salem's Lot. I don't know anything about this. I haven't really heard anybody talking about Salem's Lot really at all. So I am interested in hearing about that. Scooby-Doo and Mummy 2, a book set in the past, and I chose Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This would be the first Taylor Jenkins Reid book that I will get to, and I heard that the audiobook is supposed to be really good for it as well, so I'm thinking that may be the route I go down with that book. Which Witch is Which, a book featuring witches or zombies, and that is pretty obvious, and I chose one of my Tarot TBR books from that, being The Midnight Witch by Paula Braxton, and this is a book that I also really don't know much about at all. Usually her books tend to be like historical fiction featuring witches, so I am really interested in that. Go Away, Ghost Ship, a book featuring pirates. I would like to get to A Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson for this. This is, I believe, a relatively new release that involves some pirates in it. Spooky Space Kook, a book set in space. I would like to read All Systems Red by Martha Wells. A Night of Fright is No Delight, a book set in a castle. I want to reread Prisoner of Azkaban for this. I've been meaning to reread the series for a while, and I started with the first two and just kind of like fell off of rereading it. So I would like to pick up Prisoner of Azkaban sometime this month. That's Snow Ghost, a snowy atmosphere book, and I chose The Wild Winter Swan by Gregory Maguire. Gregory Maguire is one of my favorite authors, especially when it comes to fairy tale retellings. I do not know if this is supposed to be a fairy tale retelling from him, but I am super interested in reading anything that he puts out. And that was all the books I would like to get to for the Scooby-Dooathon. Let me know in the comments below if you have any recommendations for any other prompts for anybody, and like I said earlier, that this is just a tentative list of books that gives me an idea of what I would like to read, but if you feel like there is a better book that fits the prompt, let me know and I will put it down on my list. But yeah, and I would like to thank you guys for checking out this channel. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe to keep up to date with any videos that I happen to come up with in the future. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.